Is the solution government or a free market? Firing off in a power grid, our CNBC contributor Keith Boykin and Ben Ferguson, syndicated talk radio host with the Icon Radio Network. Guys, good to see you. You know how it works. 20 seconds each. Ben, let me start with you. Why do you think a free market system would be better for health insurance?
Well, for one, you could fix it right away by actually allowing us to have competition in the market, allowing us to get coverage not just from our one state, but across state lines. Name something else that you can't buy in one state and buy another. That would really help fix the problem right now.
Wow, you did that in 10 seconds. Keith, what do you think about that?
Well, we already have a free market system right now. I think the problem with
not?
Well,
no, we don't.
We do have a free market system.
I just explained why we didn't.
Oh, I thought I got 20 seconds.
Go ahead, Keith.
Well, we have a free market system. The fact that it's a free market system within one state doesn't mean it's not a free market. But the problem is that we're basically expecting, according to John Cochran's proposal, to let the insurers decide to somehow cover people who they haven't wanted to cover. That's not going to change.
In an average state, how many people can you go to? I've got like 2 or 3 options right now. That's not competitive. Now, next door, they've got 4, and 3 of the 4 aren't even in my state. So that's not competitive. But more importantly than that, the other problem here is why the actual free market can fix it is the president ran on giving people insurance. There's only, as his numbers say, 40 million Americans that are uninsured. Why are you trying to fix a program for 300+ million Americans, the entire population, when only 40 don't have insurance? It doesn't make sense.
The reason why, Ben, is because everybody's paying for those 46 million people who are uninsured right now. We're paying for it with higher costs. We pay more for health insurance than practically any other country in the world. We're paying more for premiums, which have doubled over the past decade.
Healthcare and health insurance are two different things.
No,
and we don't have a market.
That.
Hold on, Keith, but let's be clear here. We don't have a market system, right? I get my health insurance through my employer, and it's subsidized, so it's cheaper. And by the way, the taxation system in this country drives us to that solution.
Absolutely.
And as a result, you have really no strong private competitors for me to go have a different choice.
But I think everybody is arguing the same thing. We're all arguing for the need for reform. The problem is the current system doesn't work. It's ineffective. It's too expensive.
But hold on one second. Let me ask you this.
We all agree on that. But the question is, how do you get to that reform?
Look at the Congressional Budget Office. The Congressional Budget Office says that the plan right now that's out there, the House bill that's out there, and all the other ones will not save us a dime. Any company and any CEO of a company knows that if you have a portion of your product or your business that's not working, you don't change your entire product line or your entire business structure. This president's trying to change something that the own Congressional Budget Office is saying will not save us a dime. That's horrible business. Any other CEO would be fired.
Can we just be clear?
Hold on a second.
The free market system for healthcare does not work. The insurance companies,
yes, it does.
Hold on. The insurance companies will either not bring in the people with ailments or they will drop those with ailments if they were allowed to. The reason why you get a tax break from a corporation, gets it from the government, is because you agree to take everybody on in your company. You do not discriminate. That's where the government intrudes, and that's why the one that Michelle's talking about for the free market system, that's why it works, because of the government intrusion.
No, free market will work here if you do 2 things. One, you give me a tax break if I go for individual insurance.
Yep.
And the second thing is if you open up across state lines so everyone can actually have real competition. You can't say it won't work until you try that.
Wait, Ben. How can you say it's a free market when you're asking the government to intervene and provide a tax break?
You said you want to reform, and I think
thank you very much.
Market,
got to end it there.
There are limits, Ms. Caruso Cabrera, to the free market. I'm all in favor of it right up to the point.
You make one bad assumption. You make the assumption that if we all got together and all bought our individual health care, that still the droppage rates would be the same. They would not. They would be forced to retain more people over time because the health insurance companies that dump people, just like they do with car insurance, just like we've seen with auto insurance, people run from them and they go to the better insurers. We would make the choice rather than our people in HR who are